you see, you can choose from the three characters, Yogi, Cindy, and Boo Boo. And what you gotta do is match up the colors of the balloons. Basically, you got balloons extending like right here in the sky, and they're lowering and lowering and lowering. And what you gotta do is match up the colored balloons, that way you can advance to the next level. And of course, your boss at the end of every level, if you will, is Ranger Smith, who is trying his best to stop you from stealing picnic baskets. So, it is a fun game to keep you busy, and it's a good start-out game for the younger kids when it comes to the Game Boys, and it is a Game Boy Color game, so you'll see it in color, no matter what you're playing on, the Advance or the Player. So, it's a good game right there. Now we're going to get into the advanced games. That's right, we're going right into Nintendo Advance, or Game Boy Advance. Now this one, it's not in the, I don't have the cartridge in there. I think I got the cartridge somewhere. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere. Nope, no I don't. Not in there. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. It's around here somewhere. I pretty much have a good idea where it's at. But anyway, this here is Yu-Gi-Oh! The Eternal Duelist Soul. This was one of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games on the Game Boy Advance. Basically, it's your typical Yu-Gi-Oh! You're basically playing against the computer and the characters, if you will, represented by the computer, to see who is the best duelist. And if you don't win, well, you lose. You get the idea. But that's basically what it is. It's typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling. And what was good about this game is it came with 3 limited official game cards. I think that was them in the back, which I got. And it's a real fun game. Like I said, if you're into Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling, it's your typical Yu-Gi-Oh! Dueling game. So that's a good one to have. Yu-Gi-Oh! Advance, Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Darkness, the Eternal Duelist Soul. Good game to have. Alright, next up, we have WWE Survivor Series. This is basically a portable version of a WWE game. It was released by THQ. It's got good graphics. It's sort of on par with Super WrestleMania, because you could hear instrumental versions of the entrance themes. It's real good, and it's even better when you play it on the Game Boy player. So, it's a fun game to have if you're a wrestling fan. So, definitely check it out. It's one of the better portable ones as far as I'm concerned. WWE Survivor Series. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. My favorite section, the Sonic section. Sorry about that, my tape ran out, so I welcome you back. Hopefully you saw the other video of the games I was talking about. So anyway, as I was saying, and starting out with, this is a Sonic Adventure game. I got this was actually the very first Sonic game on a portable Nintendo system. It's Sonic Advance, and it was the start of a series of games with the name Sonic Advance in it. It's got great animation, great graphics for a portable system, but it's really fun to play. It really takes you back to the 16-bit days, if you will. Really, it's fun to play. I think you have 4 players you can play as, I believe. Yeah, you can play as Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, or Amy. It's really fun, and it's, you know, it definitely, if you need a game to keep you busy on the road when you're traveling, that's one of those games that will do it. Sonic Advance, right here. Now, next game up, well, of course, it's the sequel. It's Sonic Advance 2, and this introduced us to Cream the Rabbit and her mom Vanilla. Similar in many ways, very fun game. You can play as Cream as well. Really fun. Definitely worth the money to buy it, and definitely worth the collection to add to the series. Definitely a good addition to it, and definitely worth the checkout. So yeah, check it out. It's really fun. Sonic Advance 2. And then of course you can't have Sonic Advance without Sonic Advance 3. And this is basically almost like very reminiscent of the Sonic Tales games. You can team up with characters, have loads of adventures, very fun, very good graphics. It's got a multiple player option, really fun game. I really enjoyed it when I got it. It's really great. So if you want a good you want to complete the series, get this game. It's really worth it. And that's going to be all the Sonic Advance games you'll need right there. All 3. Right there. All 3 Sonic Advance games. So definitely if you have a Game Boy Advance or a DS that plays the Advance games, get these games. They're worth it. They're real fun. And you can pass them on to the younger generation. Then of course we have Sonic Battle. This is basically a fighting game for the Game Boy Advance. It has a storyline. Basically the storyline revolves around the robot ML. Basically revolves around the robot ML. And it's really fun. It's a real fun fighting game, especially when you play it on the Game Boy Player against other people. It's really fun. So I'd really check this out if I was you. Really check this out. This is definitely worth the opportunity to get this game. If you have a Game Boy Player on your GameCube, this is be one of the Game Boy Advance games you want to play on there. Believe me, I know. And then of course, I have this baby right here. Oh, there's my Yu-Gi-Oh game right there. It was in this cartridge, and I apologize for the lines there. I apologize. Now, this here is the Game Boy Advance video. It is Sonic X. It is the first 2 episodes of the Sonic X series. This is when, along with let's see what the name is here. Majesco Entertainment or Majesco Video, did they release this? Basically, it is a video on a Game Boy cartridge. Believe it or not, it is right there. A video on a Game Boy cartridge. Can you believe that? It only does 10 episodes, and it's great. It actually works very well. It's great. It doesn't look like there's any distortions or anything. It looks perfect. The only disadvantage is you can't play it on the Game Boy Player. You can only play it on your DS or your Advance, which it was made for, so you can only play it on these. But yeah, it's actually pretty good. It's actually something you can entertain yourself on the road with, and really it's something you ought to look into. But yeah, Sonic Advance, Sonic X, Supersonic, Game Boy Video Player. Check that out. It's really, really interesting. I don't know if they sell those anymore, but if they do, definitely get yourself one. It's worth it. It's really worth it. Trust me. And that will do it for my portable Nintendo game. Well, that'll do it for the advanced games. I should say my portable advanced games. Now, let's take a look into the DS games I have, and I have very limited DS games. The first one I got is, of course, Sonic Rush. This introduced us to Blaze the Cat. It's a very fun game. It's really fun with better graphics. Definitely worth the money to buy it. There's the cartridge right there. If I can get that open. There's the cartridge right there. There's the manual. It's a black and white manual, of course. But there's the cartridge. Real great graphics here. And I think, yeah, you can play wireless online. That's what it says here. So basically, you could race against people online with this game. But it's really fun to have. So check that out. If you haven't gotten this game, if you need a Sonic if you want to get a Sonic game for your DS or your DSi to start out with, this would be the one to go with. So check it out. It's real fun. And then, of course, we got the sequel, Sonic Rush Adventure. This basically introduces us to